All right, moving on to the homework/in-class assignments. There are weekly peer review homework in-class assignments based on the material covered in the text. These activities are to be done individually and without assistance unless otherwise indicated. Each week's homework/in-class assignments are worth 20 points, 15 points for the initial completed assignment, and 5 points for the completion of the peer review, for a total of 300 points from homework/in-class assignments. Homework must be completed and turned in on time to receive credit. So as mentioned, there are weekly homework/in-class assignments. These weekly assignments will be peer reviewed, which means that you will need to submit your assignment by Thursday night at 11:59 p.m., and we'll talk about that later as well. And then you will need to peer review another student's paper by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. So you need to make sure that you are on top of the homework assignment. This is the same for lab, but on top of the homework assignment at the very beginning of the week, so you can get it completed and submitted by Thursday night so that you can then go back in and recognize that you need to do a peer review that is also due, and then that's going to be due that week at Sunday at 11:59 p.m. That's why I have it split up here as well, so you understand that each week's homework or/slash in-class assignments are worth 20 points total. The way that 20 points is split up is the 15 points for your completed assignment. So what you will actually hand in and complete by Thursday can be up to 15 points. And then you grading another person's assignment will be worth 5 points. So for example, if you turn in your assignment by Thursday, that will be out there for a peer to review. They will review your assignment and give you however many points out of 15. Okay, so they are reviewing your assignment. Then I will go in and I will check their review. When I check their review, I will go in and say, yep, that makes sense. They get X number of points, and I will click to say I agree with that. And then that person will get the 5 points for reviewing. On the other end of that, so you've already submitted yours by Thursday night at 11:59 p.m. Now it pops up for you that you need to peer review a peer's paper. So then you are able to open that up. You will have access to the answer key at that point. So after Thursday night at 11:59 p.m. is then when you will be able to access the answer key, not before then. So you'll be able to access the answer key after Thursday night. You can use that answer key in order to grade your peer's assignment. You will go in, you will use the rubric in Canvas to grade their assignment and submit what you feel like they have earned for those points for that assignment. By Sunday or after Sunday at 11:59 p.m., you should have done that. Then I will go in over the next week or so and see your grading. So if I go in and I see your grading of your peer, again, I will go in and say, okay, yep, looks like they graded it well, looks like I agree with those points. They get those points, and then for doing your review and doing it well, you will get those 5 points, those 5 out of the 20 points. Now, if I go in and you have done a poor job of grading their assignment, say you give them 1 point out of 5 for something, and I look and I see that they do indeed have all of the information that is necessary to have, and you gave them only 1 point, then your 5 points would be decreased based on how well or not well you graded. So for example, if you're just trying to be a nice student and you go in and the person really didn't do a good job and you just give them 15 out of 15 anyway, then you will lose points out of your 5 points for not grading them appropriately. Now I know that you are not an instructor, and I know that you're not going to have the ins and outs of grading and have years of experience doing this. However, I will take that into consideration while doing your points and seeing how well you graded the other. So the idea here with the peer review, and this again is going to be for lab assignments as well, but the idea is for you to have another opportunity to, number one, look at the answer key. So you can read what I have written down as the answers for the homework assignments. So that's another way of learning. And then in doing the peer review, if we were in an actual classroom, you and your peers would be discussing and conversing. And so your peer would say, hey, I think this is the answer for this. And then maybe you would turn around and say, oh, no, that's not the answer for that, but I can see how you got that because of this, that, and the other. And that would be, in a way, reviewing your peers' work. And so that's what we are doing here with the peer reviews each week, is a way to try to not only get that kind of peer communication throughout the class, but also for you to have another way of thinking about the material and assimilating the material. So by seeing another student's writing out in their understanding of that question or the answer, you can take that information and maybe you'll learn something from the way they wrote it out, because maybe they wrote it in a way that makes more sense to you. But secondly, then you can think about their answer, and in thinking about their answer and thinking about did they approach that correctly, is it complete, all of those things, that will then allow you again to have another way of looking at the material to kind of solidify that in your mind. So that is kind of the background for doing the peer reviews each week. So again, that's for the homework and in-class assignments. And 15 of that is going to be for the initial complete assignment, and then 5 points for the completion of the peer review.